And I finally got my second lay on 11th May 2026 from Daygame. Exactly 1 month after I got my first lay on 11th April 2026. So I opened and installated this girl and finally led her to my place. I escalated and sexualized according to the arrow signs which John taught me. She has a policy of not having sex within first 24 hours. But she was willing to give me a hand job. So I followed John's advice and I set up a date at my place. And then it was really easy and I got laid. It was my second lay. Then especially Indian guys, you should definitely check out John's coaching as he is the world's best day game coach. Talking about Indian dating coaches and other coaches, they have not been able to get testimonials for their students from Daygame in the past few years. I have also personally seen that. But John has been able to consistently get testimonials from their students from Daygame and especially lay testimonials. So that's the big thing, guys. Success always leaves clues. Hey guys, I have been training under John Elite from past 3 to 4 months for Daygame. And I finally got my second lay on 11th May 2026 from Daygame. Exactly 1 month after I got my first lay on 11th April 2026. This is all without alcohol as John has a strict policy of no alcohol. So I opened and installated this girl and finally led her to my place. I escalated and sexualized according to the arrow signs which John taught me. And then the girl somehow was not willing to have sex as she told me she has a policy of not having sex within first 24 hours. But she was willing to give me a hand job. So then we connected some more and finally I got the hand job. We connected some more and I finally dropped her back to her place as consent is extremely important for me, and John also taught me that consent is very important. When I told all the things to John, he suggested to not meet me outside but rather set up a date at my place only and cook for her. So I followed John's advice and I set up a date at my place. And then it was really easy and I got laid. It was my second lay. So that's how it happened. Now coming back to John's teaching. I think John's teaching is really to the point. He just teaches the stuff that builds compliance with the girls and that gives students results. All the other things, for example, all the lines, all the push-pulls or techniques or validation, I was so proud of learning them in the past, but now they all feel like a scam. I also read mystery method in the past and I was very proud, but now I don't know, man, it just gets very less compliance compared to the things John is teaching me. So John teaches behavioral game, which is body language, tonality and being natural, which all of the naturals do. So his coaching comprises of 3 parts: memory, compression and adaptation. So first you have to have the memory to apply the concepts in the field. Then you should compress it. The faster you apply, the faster you will learn. And then adaptation. You have to adapt and not do the old things in the old way. So initially I adapted very slow for first 2-3 months. But after that I think adaptation it skyrocketed, guys. And I can see, how I am building skills now, just at a fast pace and having unconscious competence in some skills also. One more thing John suggested me was to make video of my mistakes and the things I couldn't remember, and then listen to this video 20 times before every approach. It acted as an external memory to make me remember to do all the things in a new way, and it really helped me get all the results that I got. So if you guys, and especially Indian guys, if you want to learn hardcore game, then you should definitely check out John's coaching, as he is the world's best day game coach, and you will really learn real day game here. Right, with consistency. Also, one more thing, if you are looking for joining, you have to do the work and then you will get the results. Just don't expect the results out of nowhere. You have to have a grit and a disciplined mind to follow all the drills, whether it's a homework assignment or whether it's an infield drills, right? Then only you will adapt and change and get all the results. So you have to be willing to do the hard work, and trust me guys, in the end it would be all worth it, as you will build a set of awesome skills which will help you again and again in this field, in this area of women. Now finally, talking about Indian dating coaches and other coaches. They have not been able to get testimonials for their students from Daygame in the past few years. I have also personally seen that. But John has been able to consistently get testimonials from their students from Daygame, and especially late testimonials. So that's the big thing, guys. Success always leaves clues. And I can assure you guys, and especially Indian guys, that if you join John's coaching and if you are willing to do all the work, you will definitely build some high class skills in the area of pickup and women, and definitely get some really good quality and good number of results. Also, if you are thinking of joining the coaching in few months or later, then just don't wait guys, because I'm sure you will regret losing out the summertime. And the faster you join this coaching, the faster you will build the skills, and the faster you will get all the results. So that's all I have to say guys. I do encourage you guys to join John's coaching, as I can confidently and very proudly say that John is the best dating coach for Daygame in this whole world. He really changed my life. So that's all I have to say guys. Thank you.
Hey, quick message for the serious guys in 2026 for Daygame. Elite 30 is the proving ground. This is where you show me whether you can actually follow instructions and do the homework and take real action. If you cannot complete the first 7 days of Elite 30-day challenge and submit your infields, then you're not ready for the higher levels like Part 2 of Elite Bundle Resurrections or Part 3. This is not an insult. It's a filter. I'm not here for dreamers who want motivation and then disappear, or people looking for a free consultation with no intentions of executing because they're broke. I am here for men who are serious, men men who are financially stable, who can focus and who can compress their training, also who can adapt and who are willing to do the work to compress their skills through their drills instead of procrastinating. Elite 30 is the entry point. It gives you the foundational structure and the first steps to get your first dates and venue changes, even your first pull. It shows me you have what it takes to move forward. If you can't even approach and get the audio for the first 7 days of the Elite 30 program, you are a dreamer, not a doer, but a talker. This is for men who already have some experience in the field to invest properly, being financially stable. That's where the Elite Bundle Resurrections come in. This is the full system. But you do not jump straight there if you can't even handle the basics. You start with Elite 30. You prove yourself there first if you got cortisol issues. Then you move up. This is how serious men win. This is how you stop wasting time. And this is not about fantasy, declaring your broke dreams and aspirations for dating to me over the phone by having no money. Wasting my precious time, which is criminal. This is about results to get laid for Daygame in 2026. This is about action. This is about getting over the line of fuckability. So, if you are semi-serious and have lower SMV and cortisol issues, and you have 17K of debt, then start with Elite 30 from hard case to hero. But if you can prove yourself out there, the next level is waiting for you, the Elite Bundle Resurrections. But if you cannot even do the first part, getting 7 infields, then you know where you stand. How you do anything is how you do everything. So what makes you think you can even get laid for Elite Bundle Resurrections in 2026 if you can't even approach properly for Elite 30 from hard case to hero?
I got my first lay from Daygame under his coaching. 11th April 2026. On day 2, I just met her for coffee and pulled her back to her place and closed her. Speaking of other Indian dating coaches and other coaches, they have not been able to get their students laid from Daygame from past few years. But John has been consistently putting up late testimonials from Daygame from past few years. Hey guys, I have been practicing under John Elite from past 3 months and finally I got my first lay from Daygame under his coaching. That too without using any alcohol. The exact date is 11th April 2026. I instadated and number closed this girl earlier, and on day 2 I just met her for coffee and pulled her back to her place and closed her. It wouldn't have been possible without John's coaching. So I really want to thank John for his guidance all throughout. One thing I want to mention specifically is his aeroscience technique of objections dealing. It's a killer technique and I applied it and finally got that pull and got that lay. I would urge all of you guys and Indian guys who want help in this area, just check out John's coaching. It's the world's best Daygame coaching ever. You won't even regret it. The only regret you will have is why you didn't start earlier. His coaching is based on practicing the hardcore drills at home also and in the field also and getting feedback. Now finally, speaking of other Indian dating coaches and other coaches, they have not been able to get their students laid from Daygame from past few years. But John has been consistently putting up late testimonials from Daygame from past few years. So his coaching really works, and I can also see my skills improving exponentially, and I know that I am gonna get more results in the future. So do check out his coaching, and all the best to you guys. Thank you.
Hey, it's John Elite here. I want to call you out. Ignoring the video testimonials and miracles. It's 2026, and right now, since February, there was like a tariff 2.0. That sucks. There's the Iran war that's happening right now, and I believe it's going to last for a long time, so don't just wait it out. The cost of living has gone up. Maslow's chart of human needs. You're in survival mode. You're not financially stable, and makes you want to turn mental, men going their own way. And maybe you think that is not worth the squeeze, especially for Daygame. You don't have a good memory, you procrastinate all the time, and you cannot adapt. And you keep making the same mistakes over and over. I get it. I did falsely smear campaign unfairly. And also, I have a lot less students than before. That's a fact. And also, maybe you're Indian and you have listened to other Caucasian dating coaches, or maybe even Daygame coaches your same ethnicity. And they do not have any students laid for Daygame for the last few years. And that's something you have noticed, but you try to rationalize it away because they try to tell you that there's Indian hate and you are not enough, which is completely false. Because my students dress whitewashed, they don't experience these things. I have a solution. I have new protocols. I have new drills that boost your memory, even though you might feel like it's wiped away because of all the hormonal cortisol stress. Because right now, there are less drills to do and more approaching. You also can listen to a video of yourself calling out your own mistakes 20 times before every approach. So you don't have to worry about memory. You just have to show up. It'll be more fun than before. And even if you feel like you have cortisol stress, it shrink your hippocampus part of your brain, and you're very forgetful. This student's very forgetful, but he still got laid. The solution is here. Every single year, I have to readjust the system, change it a little bit until it works. And now that it works, join me. More students equals more late testimonials. Of course, if you're extremely forgetful or you procrastinate a lot, then maybe this is not the right place for you. But if you're not like that, you have a lot of grit, you still want to get laid, you don't want to wait it out because things will get worse in the future. China is going to invade Taiwan and Russia is going to join them. So you're always going to have financial problems. Inflation is always going to go up. Learn how to operate with it. Anyways, join my coaching. Stop being a loser. Isn't it time you win? Isn't it time you got your dick wet and get married? Or even like get a girlfriend or fuck buddies like my Indian students for the last few years during this hard inflation, Tariff 1 and Tariff 2 era? Join me. Stop wasting time. The solution is here.